Thank you, Carl. Well, the Sydney community is reeling this morning after a jet ski crash killed one teen and left another severely injured. The first responders are being hailed as heroes, and they are. They join me live now. Special Operations paramedic Scott McNamara in studio and Constable Jessie Hockey in Sutherland in Sydney's south. Thank you both so much for your time this morning. Scott, I'll start with you. This is such an unspeakable tragedy. What did you first hear when you received the call?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. So I heard a call to a urgent response to a patient in the water, possibly unconscious. So immediately I started responding in that way, thinking worst case, I may need to enter the water and conduct a water rescue.
This is not the news anyone ever wants to hear, right? And we know that one of those teens, Noah, was severely injured, but thankfully was able to be saved and is now in a stable condition. When you think back at the heroics of that evening, do you just sort of sigh in relief that at least he has pulled through?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why we do the job, to try and save who we can, so they can go home to their families. Once we got there and he was yelling out for help, we quickly entered the water. I was suiting up to enter the water, and then I was grateful Jessie said, I'm a good swimmer, I'll come with you. To effect a rescue like that, having two people makes it so much easier. Well,
this is the thing, I mean, you've got such few resources, right? You're responding to something in immediate time. And Jessie, I want to bring you in here because as we've just heard there from Scott, you basically were there on scene, you stripped down to your knickers, you jumped in the water, you didn't even give it a second thought. And Noah largely survived thanks to your incredibly heroic effort swimming that 60-metre stretch to reach him. What was that like for you?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Morning, Macca. It's sort of just, as I said yesterday, it's just instinctive. Community call us for help, so we're there. They have an expectation of us, so we got in, got the job done. Credit to everyone that was there, the paramedics, other cops, everyone played their part, and yeah, it's somewhat a good outcome for the best part of what we could do.
Jessie, you're so stoic, but this takes incredible bravery as well. I mean, it's dark out there, there's blood in the water, you don't know what's lurking beneath, and you just jumped straight in.
Yeah, a few thoughts went through the head when we were swimming out there and we heard there was a limb missing, so, but obviously bigger job was to get him out and get him back in, so sort of just took over and just got it done.
I know we're still trying to work out exactly what happened here, but I'm not sure whether either of you can answer this question. Maybe you, Jessie. Do you know yet what may have caused this horrifying accident?
The Marine Area Command, they're taking care of the investigation. I've sort of done my part with getting Noah out of the water, and they take carriage, and yeah, probably I'm not the person to answer that or have any answers. So,
no, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know, Scott, just how dangerous it can be out in the water, especially when it's that dark.
Absolutely, yeah. Unknown hazards, and there was fuel and debris in the water, plus what we didn't know, so yeah.
Well, you two are both incredible. You're both heroes in the eyes of every Australian. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate everything that you do for the community, both of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you.
Yeah, we all genuinely feel for those poor families as well.